Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Emma, hi Sue and Suzanne, hi Marie. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Aria, Star and Sky. Hi Katie and Ginter. Hi Carol and Natalie. Hi Leslie and Alice. Hello, 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 hello. Hi Joanna, hi Sharon. How are we all? Are we okay? Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Hello. How are we all? I don't feel like it's been long since we were last live. I know it was Sunday, wasn't it? But yeah, it doesn't feel like it was too long ago. Loving the new backdrop. Well, for those of you who are regulars who've been here last year, you'll hopefully know what this board means. Obviously it will be coming closer, but at the moment that's where it's staying. The board is up. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody. So again, there's lots going on today. So the board today is just the board, just sparkling away there. We do have goodie bags available. So goodie bags are available which come with a picky pearl, which means it has 3 pearls inside and you get to pick which 2 you would like. We've got all oysters available. So sorry. And we have the Christmas oysters as well. So we've got everything available there for today. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, not a problem, Cara. Possibly just reminds me when it is your opening, if that's okay. Oh, bless you, Lindsay. Oh, bless you, Chloe. Okay, so I just popped my earrings back in. I took them out to put my hair up because dangly ones, they kept getting caught each time I brought a piece of hair up. Yeah. Right, so everything is up and ready. I've just posted the order list on the page as well, so if you have ordered, hopefully you can see whereabouts in the order list you are. And if you would like to order, you can still order for today and I can add you on. You ordered earlier, not sure if the email with your loyalty card sent. I'm not sure, Lisa. If you've ordered though, let me know when it's your order and I can add the loyalty card on if you have sent the photo across. Stella, if it hasn't been today, it would be Friday. Would that be okay? Yeah, I do my own hair. I just taught myself. Yeah, it used to be a lot longer. It used to come down here, but yeah, it's a lot shorter now. So should we get started for today? There was something I was going to say. Oh yeah, we've still got all the new stock on the website in the new in section. Black Friday deals are on there where you can see. However, it won't be live for everyone to purchase until the 22nd of November. Then it will be live available for that week. Only one of each item is available. There won't be any more. However, supporters, you've got access from yesterday. So if you would like to have a look at the page for instructions on how you can use and get the Black Friday deals from now, or I'll pop it in Squidgy Pops tomorrow, the Facebook group as well, just so then it might be easier for you to sort of scroll to find. So yeah, don't forget that as well. Oh, is Friday okay then, Stella? You'll get an email to confirm as well, but if you haven't had an email already, I imagine it would be on Friday. So up first today is Julie Adams. So sorry, excuse me. Julie Adams, are you here? I do need a tea. In fact, let me ask him. Well, there hasn't a mystery person in a while. There hasn't, Kelly, that's right. I'm looking for Julie Adams. Julie, are you here? Haven't planned to at the moment, Star. Yeah, I haven't planned to at the moment. Julie, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else sees Julie, please comment on her comments, because again, that will bring it forward so I can see. Okay, so I haven't seen Julie. We're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Up next is Emma Fable. Emma, are you here? Emma, hello. Emma, you have one opening altogether. Can you have Christmas Oyster and donate the shells? You can indeed. So Christmas Oysters in here. Let me get this open for you. And let's go down. So your Christmas Oyster, is there a certain colour you're hoping for? Softer pop there. Oh, and you have a runaway of a darker pearl there. And there's a slight pearl blister on the inside. Now I can also see, Emma, that you have a few more in here as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding with your Christmas Oyster there. There's no more in that one. So I'm just going to dry these up for you and we can have a closer look to see what colour they are. So they are all darker colours. I'm going to just show you them in the sun, then I'm going to pop them on the board, because then you'll be able to see as I go around. Oh. 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 It's literally just gone behind here. There it is. It's one of those places that if I tap it with my finger, I'm so sorry. Basically what's just happened is one of the pearls have just, I'm not going to hold it at that angle again, pulped out there. Now I can, oh, I'm going to have to move the camera. Right, let me just move. So sorry, Emma. It's right under the camera stand. There it is. Oh, it just rolled under the keyboard. Now my camera's all falling everywhere. All right, where is it? There it is. I'm not going to hold it like that again. Right, let's set this camera back up again, then we'll go down. Oh. Right, you over there. This camera needs to come back over here. Right, how have we got this? Got a bit of the keyboard in it, but I think that's a bit. We'll go back down so you can see. Right, let's pop them on the board for you. And let's go through these. And then I'll sort the camera out again in a moment. Okay, so to start with, you've got this silvery purple. So as you can see, he's a two-tonal silver and purple as you go around the pearl there. Pearl number 2 is a silver bells. Pearl number 3 is a silver bells. And pearl number 4 is a oil slick. So it's got greens, purples, blues and silver in there. So two-tonal silver and purple, 2 silver bells and an oil slick as well. So Emma, what do you think to these? Now if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. Oh, can you have them all on lobsters? You can indeed. Let me just run these through the board for you. Oh, I hope you're enjoying them, George. Your two-tonal purple silver is not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver bells is not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Silver bells number 2 is not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your oil slick's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Now let me just bring you back up and I'll write that down for you. Then one's on lobster fittings. That invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, Emma, okay? I'm just popping these in here for you. You got an oil slick, you have, and you're very, very welcome. Thank you ever so much for donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, I'm just... I'm just readjusting this camera. Just glad to move. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to everybody joining. I think that still might be a bit too far away. Right, we're going to carry on. I'm just going to have to keep playing with this, I think, as we go and then see what happens. Up next this evening is Cara Sean. Cara, are you here? It might be a bit better. There we go. Cara Sean, are you here? Lisa Gannon, I believe, I mean, off the top of my head, I believe that all the open at home items have been sent. So do double check your junk folder. Sorry, I couldn't think then. For your dispatched email. And if not, you can pop me an email across with your order number, and I can find the tracking or anything for you. Or if it hasn't been sent, let you know that information as well. But off the top of my head, they was all sent last week. Cara, hello. Loyalty card email. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect, Cara, my lovely. Not a problem. So you have 2 openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? You got the job, Helen. Congratulations. Well done, my lovely. I hope they brought you a little bit of luck. 1 Christmas, 1 mystery. Donate the shells, Cara. Okay, so your Christmas oyster and then your mystery oyster. We'll open up the Christmas one first. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So that's the mystery. And then, like I said, we'll do the Christmas one first. So let's go down. Your Christmas oyster. You have a lighter pop there. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but you can see that there's no pearls there. I can, however, see in here, you are twinning. You're twinning with bright, bold, icy blue twins. Oh, actually, they're both 2-tonal blues as well. I know it's quite bright. I'm going to get Aaron to help me fix that as soon as he comes in. But you've got twinning, icy blue twins to start with. Let me dry these up for you. And if I pop this on here. Okay, so as you can see already that they are both 2-tonal here. So if I move this one around, you've got darker and lighter areas with a few darker spots on him. And then again, this pearl here, again, slightly brighter, but does have those 2-tonal markings as well. So that's your first one there. Can you pass me that board, please? Did you just go and...
Yes.
Did you? Oh, I love you so much, Baba. Oh, that's made my week. Because you went and did all that effort. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Bab. Sorry, I'm
What are you doing?
just haven't seen if I can make a little bit of shade.
It's coming from this one, so.
No, it's too bright. That's my issue. Oh. Okay, so moving on to oyster number 2, which is your mystery oyster. You have quite a light pop there. It's going to be really dark on me, but I'm happy with that. That's fine. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see in here, you have a candy floss pink. And there's no more in that one. So you've got twinning icy blues and a candy floss pink. Now, I'll tell you all in a moment why I just got so happy with Aaron coming in. But let me show you, Cara, your pearls first. So if I get this focused here. Oh, I did it again. It landed right on the keyboard. I'm not gonna hold them up in the sand anymore. Oh, Apparently, it's one of those days today. So, you've got that Candy Floss Pink and Twinning Two-Tonal Icy Blues. What do you think to these? If you're happy, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. Icy Blue number 1's not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Icy Blue number 2's not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And then the pink is not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Cara, what do you think to those? Swap the lighter spotty blue for a brighter apple green and swap the Candy Floss Pink for a purple. You can indeed. So a bright apple green. No, is that not the bright apple greens? Let me see. Oh no, yeah. These are nice bright apple greens. And a purple. I don't have true purples. I've got these sort of you can see if I hold them next to each other, you can see that it's got that purple tone, but it's not that deep colour. Let me just have a look. Yeah. Oh, hang on. No. Okay, so this is the closest I've got, but I would say that it's not a true. So I'm just going to hold it next to your pink so you can see the difference. Oh, Shana, bless you. Thank you for the stars. So there is more of a brighter pink. It does have purple in it. I'm hoping you can see that, but it's definitely based more so with that brighter pink tone. If not, there will be a weight on the purple if you're not happy with that one. Very welcome, Tracy. That's fine. So just confirm for me that you're happy with these three. If I pop the apple green on here as well so you can see that. So there's your original blue, then there's the swapped in pink and the apple green. Are you happy with those, my lovely? If I bring you back up, it's going to be slightly darker on me now because Aaron's changed some lighting around. So hopefully you guys can see the pearls better. Happy with that? Perfect. Okay, Cara then. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's all safe on there for you. And I hope, thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well. Okay, so the reason, because Aaron's just brought me my tea in this mug here. Now, it made me really happy because these mugs were packed away in our Christmas stuff, up high in a box, wrapped up in bubble wrap, and basically it would have taken ages to get down, unpack and clean up and stuff, and clean the cups down. So he's done all that while I've been out here getting ready for live, so I could have a happy mug. Yeah, and he's done it, surprised me. So yeah, that's why I was so like, oh, because yeah, he's gone and done that. So I could, because yeah, small things. I don't know if you'll know what I mean, but yeah, he's makes me happy. He does. Right. Do I sound crazy? Up next is Lindsay Tinlock. Lindsay, you're here. Hello. Can you just send an email about your loyalty card? You just completed it tonight. Let me have a little look for you. You sent 2 emails. Yep, that's absolutely fine. So altogether then you have 3 openings altogether. Let me just complete this. So 3 openings, my lovely. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Okay, Lisa, perfect. You should get an email back from us. He is in tomorrow, so you should get an email back from us tomorrow. He is, Tanya. Don't sound crazy at all. Exactly, yeah, I do. I just hadn't got the Christmas, because I'm not allowed to decorate the house, not this weekend, but next weekend we're allowed to decorate. So I didn't know, I didn't even think about getting the Christmas mugs down, so obviously he's done that now, makes me happy. They do, Stella, they do. Can you have 1 natural? I think I left the naturals, I think I popped them. Yeah. 1 natural, 1 Christmas, 1 dark rainbow, and donate them all. Of course you can. So that's the normal natural. Christmas. And darker rainbow is this one. Donate the shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Okay, so let me get these open for you. Hello, Fatima, how are you? Okay, so Lindsay, let's go down. We'll start with your Christmas oyster. Hoping for anything unusual. Okay, so lighter pop with your Christmas oyster there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, oh, we have a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a darker pearl. Let me just dry him up for you. And he is a silver bells. Just get him focused here. Come on, there we go. So this is a silver bells. Moving on to oyster number 2, which is your normal natural oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you are twinning. You have 1 and 2. You are twinning with rose gold twins there. There's no more in that one. So if I dry these up for you as well, my lovely. And here is your rose gold twins. And then moving on to your last oyster, which is your new rainbow oyster. This is the darker rainbow colours in here. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, and in here you've got a bright TARDIS blue, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this on here for you as well. What do you think to these, my lovely? If I show you your blue, then I'll add them all on the board as well. So this is the brighter TARDIS blue, almost Pepsi blue, but I do think he's got that slightly darker tone to him there. So here they all are here. What do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, ever so sorry, if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So it's completely up to you what you would like to do. Oh, Suzanne, bless you. Thank you for the stars. I think so. If you have a look on the order list that's on the page, hopefully it will be on there, my lovely. So, Lindsay, if I run these through the board for you, your Silver Bells is not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The blue is not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then Rose Gold number 1's not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. And Rose Gold number 2's not a 5, not a 5.5, he's not a 6, he is a 6.5. So what do you think to these? And if you're happy, which ones would you like where? They are smaller, Katie. Not on tonight's list. I can have a quick look, Suzanne. I have you here. I can add you onto the end of the order list. Not a problem. I can have a look for you, Lindsay. Oh, I'm not sure, but I can have a look. So swap. Lavendery, rose gold. The lavenders are all sort of that's more like, they're more sort of silvers. They're not silver, but they have that sort of silver tone to them now. I mean, I've got that one there. I'll show you and see what you think. And a bright purple with a bit of pink. Okay. So, what will we swap them both? Yeah. Let me show you these. What do you think to these? So this is the two-tonal pink and purple. And this is the lavendery rose gold. Would you be happy with those two there? going to bring you back up again. That perfect. Perfect. Okay, and then it's the lavender rose gold on there. Perfect. I've got that down for you, Lindsay, my lovely. If I just pop these back up here, and if I grab this for you. Lindsay, I hope you're happy with that then. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. That's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next this evening is Julie Hanwell. Julie, are you here? Julie, hello. Can you have Christmas oyster and donate your shells? Of course you can. And Lindsay, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. So Julie, you've got one opening altogether. Christmas oysters, donate your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Oh, getting tinsel everywhere now. So if I get him open. And let's go down. So your Christmas oyster. Yep, if you would like to order, they'll be added onto today's order list. That's not a problem. So in here, you're hoping for a snow white. Oh, if I just move this around, you have a runner there. He is a darker runner. There is your mother of pearl. And in here, I can see a peeper there. Oh, and you are twinning. It is Nicola, yes. And there's no more in that one. You are twinning with darker twins here. Now, one of them definitely has some purple in him. They are both two-tonal purple silvers. Let me just get it to focus and then I can show you around these pearls here. Because the camera's in another new position. There we go. Okay, so purple, they visually do look slightly different sizes, and they've got this purple and silver tone to them. So you can definitely see with this one straight away, the two-tonal markings with the purple and the silver there. This one has it as well. Now this is the visually smaller of the two, and he's definitely got the two-tonal purple and silver there as well. Now, Julie, what do you think to these two? If you're happy with these, again, that's perfect. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. Purple number 1's not a 5.5, he's a 6. And purple number 2's not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. What do you think to these? A snow white and a bright red. Let me have a look for you. That's a snow white there. And then the brightest red I have at the moment would probably be this one here. So let me hold these up for you, Julie, and you can have a look here and let me know what you think to these ones. Oh. So snow white, and like I said, that's the brightest red I have at the moment. So I'm just going to bring it close so it focuses, and then if I bring it away it should. Nope. Oh, this camera. There we go. What do you think to those, my lovely? They're perfect, perfect. Again, apologies for the camera not focusing quickly today. It's because we've had to move the positioning again, so it's just getting used to that positioning. However, Julie, I hope you're happy with that, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe up there for you. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells as well. Okay, up next this evening is Ginger Martin. Ginger, are you here? It does, Emma, doesn't it? I just can't seem to... Maybe I should go back to more plain kitchen towel. Without the hearts, it maybe won't focus as much. Oh, I can't control my yawning today. I'm ever so sorry. Oh, the camera just fell over. Why is it turning out to be one of those days? Ginger, are you here? Oh, Sophie. Excuse me. Ginger, hello. Ginger, you have 4 openings altogether. What 4 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? The power. 2 Christmas, 2 mystery, and donate. Okay, perfect. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4. Let me get these open. Thank you, Jane. Ginger, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Well, the new bracelet has a T-bar going on soon. Like, is it the star one, Carol? Is that the one you mean? So let's go down. We're going to start with your Christmas oysters here. So Christmas oyster number 1. You have a lighter pop there. There is your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, I'm just having a squidge in here for you. You have a darker pearl there, And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl from your Christmas oyster looks like he's a darker silver bells. There we go. Moving on to your oyster number 2, which again is your Christmas oyster. Oh, this one's got a weirder shell. There we go. Softer pop there. I've got a harder oyster to open. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. There we go. Okay, so the shell has come away there, but you can see there's no pearls on that side. Now, if I have a squidge in here, oh, we have a icy blue pearl. And let me dry him up for you. So your second, and he's actually a two-tonal icy blue as well. So again, just bring this forward so you can see. He's got these darker and lighter areas as you go around the pearl there. Moving on to your next oyster, which is your mystery oyster. You have a light pop there. Oh, and in here, there's your mother of pearl. I can see straight away that you are twinning. 1 and 2. You are twinning with coral twins there. And there's no more in that one. And again, I'm just going to pop these on the board for you. So here are your brighter coral twins. Slightly smaller in size. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. And you have a softer pop there. Oh, so in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see in here you have a pink. Now he looks like he's a blush pink there. Let me just have a squidge in here for you. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a silver bells, a two-tonal icy blue, twinning brighter corals, and a blush pink. Now, if I just hold them all up for you so you can have a closer look. Ginger, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. And of course, if you're not happy with them, I can swap them for you. So it's going to be completely up to you what you'd like to do. If we start with the icy blue, blush pink, silver bells, and then those twinning corals. They're going to look different sizes because they are in different size holes. However, I will measure them for you in a moment. What do you think? If I run them through the board for you, your two-tonal icy blue is not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The blush pink is not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver Bells is not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then Coral number 1's not a 6, he's a 6.5. And Coral number 2's not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. What do you think to these, my lovely? Swap the silver one, swap silver, 1 coral for dark purple and a brighter green, of course. So the 2 down the bottom are the 2 that I've taken away there. And then I'll add in bright green and dark purple. Do you mean like a Cadbury purple? Or I can go dark, oh no, that's candy pink. I can go darker than a Cadbury purple. So let me show you one of these. And if you prefer a darker purple still, let me know and I can grab one for you. Okay, so these are the 2 I've added in. Are you happy with these? And then again, if so, which colours would you like where? This camera. There we go. The green here is slightly too tonal. Again, I'm just going to pop them in the sand for you. So the 4 at the top here are your, no, sorry, 5 at the top here would be your 5. The ones at the bottom there would be the ones that be swapping out. Oh, let me bring you up, Ginger, and then I can have a look for you. Okay, so blue in here, pink on there, perfect, coral, yes you can. So is it the purple and the green that you'd want on the second pendant? I would just invoice you for that extra fitting there. Okay, so so I would invoice you for the extra fitting. That will get sent through to the email address tomorrow. That's on the order form if that's okay with you. So to confirm, the cage you've got the blue, the bracelet you've got the pink. On one of the other pendants you've got a coral, and then on the second one you've got the green and purple. Absolutely perfect. I'm glad you're happy with them as well. Let me just pop them in here for you. And then on here as well, Ginger, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives there. Up next this evening is Jennifer Dannygold. Jennifer, are you here? Wow, you're putting your ages. No, I've been trying to follow Charlotte. It's absolutely fine. I was just thinking that, Tammy, that we've got a large range of different ages tuned in today, which is crazy. I personally am a 90s kid as well. Yeah. I thought that, Jacqueline. I wasn't going to say it, but I thought that. I'm looking for Jennifer Dannygold. Jennifer, are you... Oh no, sorry, Jennifer, bless you, doesn't have an opening with that one. Sorry. Up next then is Leslie Gray. Leslie, are you here? Leslie, hello. Leslie, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 openings altogether. What 6 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? You went to the future. Who just put that? Leslie, 4 Christmas, 2 mystery, donate the shells. Okay. So, 1, 2. Yeah, I was right. I was going to stop counting then. 3 and 4 Christmas, 2 mystery. 1 and 2. So if I get these open for you, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Okay, perfect. So let's go down. We'll start with your Christmas oysters and then I'm doing the mystery oysters. So mystery oysters are these ones. I don't think you can see these, but they're all there. So Christmas oyster number 1. Donating the shells. There's a lighter pop there. And like I say, is there certain colours you're hoping for? So there is your mother of pearl. And in here, I can see straight away that you are quadding. I was gonna say twinning, but then as I squidged, you are quadding. There's no more in that one. So let me just dry these up for you. And these are similar colours to what we had earlier, actually. So very purple. Actually, all of them have got a purple tone through them. So if I just get them focused here, and then we'll go through them for you, Leslie, so you can have a closer look. Okay, so your first one here is purple. He is a darker purple, but he does have that purple tone. This one is a silver bells. Then you have a purple and silver bells. This one just has a slight purple overtone. And then this one here has purple and silver bells, but is visually larger. So you've got one pure silver, one purple, and then two silver and purples. You're having problems, Leslie. Oh, bless you. What do you mean, my lovely? Am I okay to carry on? Let me just bring you back up here. So what I can do, Leslie, is I can either carry on opening your oysters now, and then if you can then sort of watch the live, obviously watch now, but also the live is obviously will be posted on the page and on YouTube, so you can watch it back that way if you look at the timestamp. So it's 1 hour 2 minutes. So if you scroll forward to the 1 hour mark, you can watch your live. Are you happy for me to do that? So to carry on, and then you can always then email me your colour choices across that way. Once you've then possibly watched the live back again. Like I say, just you can fast forward right to the 1 hour mark, and then that's when your opening would be. Are you okay for me to carry on? It is, Gail. The biggest pearl so far is still a 9, yes. We've been close. There's been some big 9s, like almost looks bigger, but they have gone through the 9. I've still got my 9 badges ready. I mean, I haven't got anything prepared for over a 9. So if we had over a 9, I might have to wait for a 9.5 badge to come through. Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's go down. So we'll move on to oyster number 2 then, which again is your mystery oyster. You have, no, sorry, Christmas oyster. Lighter pop there. Oh, I can see green straight away with this one. So there is your mother of pearl. And in here, I can see a green down the bottom here. If I have a squidge in here, and there's no more in that one. So your second Christmas oyster has given you a green. And then moving on to your third Christmas oyster, my lovely. You have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And again, I can see straight away you have a bright icy blue peeper there. So if I pop him out and have a squidge in here for you. And again, he looks like he is slightly icy, slightly two-tonal blue. So let me just pop them on here. So, and if I go around, you can see that he's lighter and darker blue as you go around the pearl here, my lovely. And then the last of your Christmas oysters You have a sharper pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And if I have a squidge in here, you have 1 and 2. You are twinning. And you are twinning with, now they actually look like coral twins from that oyster. So again, let me just dry these up for you. Pop them on the board. So here are your coral twins. And then moving on to your 2 last oysters. So with your first of the mystery oysters, you have a light pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. I may have got them slightly mixed up because in here you are twinning, and you're twinning burgundy red twins there. There's no more in that one, so if I just dry these up for you. And here are your twinning burgundy reds. And then moving on to your last oyster. And you have a lighter pop there. There is your mother of pearl. And in here, you have a pastel yellow. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so again, let me just dry this up for you, and then I'll pop them in the sand so you can have a closer look. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot of... Oh... Tell everyone what just happened.
I'm feeding Brecken her medication. I dropped one of the pills.
Thank you. Sorry, because they would have seen your hand here. Right, I'm ever so sorry. Leslie, of course. So I'm just holding it there for you so you can take a screenshot of your pearls. Top row, you've got those 2 two-tonal purples and 2 silver bells. Second row, you've got that sea green, two-tonal icy blue, twinning corals, and then you've got your twinning burgundy reds and a pastel yellow as well. What do you think to all of these, my lovely? And if you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you. Just pop that in the email as well and I can do that for you, okay? If I measure these for you, your two-tonal purple and silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Silver bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6. Oh, he is a 6.5, sorry. And then the silver and purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Your sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Coral number 1's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And coral number 2's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're measuring at different sizes there. Your yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And burgundy twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Burgundy twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7 as well. Again, apologies about that. Aaron just ran in and yeah, dropped it, but it's fine. So Leslie, my lovely, hopefully you can watch this back and see your opening again there. If you kept dropping out. And like I say, just pop me that email over whenever you're ready with your order number, and then of course which colours you would like where. And again, if you'd like to swap any of the colours, we can do that for you as well. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. Just let me know. Okay. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. It was funny. I just suddenly thought, wait a minute, because you guys could see this section of my top, and basically I have to have medication every day, so it fell here. So I thought, oh no, you're going to see his hand, but it was honestly just picking up. Oh, it's because I don't touch it, because obviously I've got oyster hands. Dearie me. The shells, so if I show you here, my mum, she works in a nursery, and I clean the shells off, they get sterilised, and then they go towards the nursery. This is just one example of what they do with them. They use them in craft activities, collages, learning about the world, textures against other shells, and lots of different ways to use them. Thank you, Gail. Right, up next this evening is Suzanne Logie. Suzanne, are you here? Thank you, Jessica. Sorry, my tea's going to that slightly cold stage, so I'm just trying to drink it before it gets too cold. Otherwise I won't be able to. I don't drink cold tea, I can't. It's I know some people do. Aaron can, and I can't. So I'm looking for Suzanne Logie. Suzanne, if you're here, please type I'm invisible or bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else sees Suzanne, please comment on her comments, because again, it will bring it forward so I can see. Marie, bless you. Thank you for the stars. The pearls, they get made into jewellery, so you can have the pearls on their own. They get sent out on their own, but we do sell jewellery, and I make the pearls into the jewellery. So for example, these earrings here, I made these earrings. The pearls are on the bottom. There's a website, it's in the link above. I'll pop it in the comments, and you can see our range of jewellery that we do. I just typed out range. pearlswithbracken.com. There you go. Okay, so I haven't seen Suzanne Logie, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list there. Up next is Wendy Pierce. Wendy, are you here? Wendy, hello. Okay, so Wendy, you have 3 openings. No, 2 openings. Sorry, you've got 2 openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Anya. When I used to drink coffee, I could drink black coffee, as long as it had a sweetener or 2 in it. Wendy, 2 mystery and donate the shells. Perfect. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. Let me get these open for you. There's 1 and 2. And let's go down. You're hoping for reds and blacks. Okay, so oyster number 1. And let's get him open. Oh, okay, so you can see that there is no pearls on that side, a little bit of flesh, but you can see there's no pearls there. And in here, you are quadding 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding, my lovely, which means you've got the 4 pearls in the 1 oyster there. There's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a darker grape purple, a coral, a lemon yellow, and a icy blue. Again, I'm just getting the camera to focus. It's an autofocus situation. Sorry, so the camera, it's an autofocus camera, and because we've had to move the positioning of it, I've got to hold the items up at a different position to what I'm used to, so I've just got to find until I'm used to that position, if that makes sense, which is why I keep moving it around. Sorry, it's just getting it to focus. Okay, I'm going to open your second oyster and then I'm going to show you the pearls all together on the board, okay? So moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster there. We have a softer pop there. And here is your mother of pearl, so there is that there. And actually in here I can see that you've got 2 pearls again there. And no, Wendy, you are quadding for a second time with your mystery oyster there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these ones in the sand as well. And then I am going to get this to focus. I'm actually going to move these ones down because I've got a feeling I can get it more central. Wendy, what do you think to these? Your first set of quads has a purple, a coral, a lemon yellow and an icy blue. Your second set of quads have got a bright pink, a TARDIS blue, a lighter autumn peach, and then a brighter icy blue. Now you was hoping for that red and black, so if you're not happy with these, I can swap them for you. So it's going to be up to you, my lovely, and just let me know what you prefer to do. So you've got the grape purple, coral, lemon yellow, icy blue, and then you've got the pink, TARDIS blue, light autumn peach, and brighter blue. If I run them through the board for you, the grape purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. The coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your lemon yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the icy blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Your bright hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Your Autumn Peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the Brighter Icy Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. The peach looks yellow, does it? It is definitely peach. It is a lighter peach. My favourite colour pearl is green. I am very... Oh, did it again. It's right here. I can't keep tipping it. They keep running away from me. Swap the light autumn peach and icy blue. And donate the yellow to Bronny. Okay, so hang on, let me get your swaps first for you. Okay, so can you just confirm, are you happy with those swaps there? So I've added in, so the 2 at the bottom, the 2 I'm taking away. I've added in that black and that red there. And then this yellow, I will donate to Bronny if you're happy for me to do so. But just confirm if you're happy with those swaps there, my lovely. I'm just going to bring you back up so then I can... just make a note for Bronny. Bronny Van Leer. That's great. Perfect. Wendy, that's ever so kind of you. I've taken the yellow away. I've popped that on a separate item. And then your swaps are going in here. So Wendy, I hope then you'll be very happy with that once it arrives. It's extremely kind of you. And thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely. That's safe on there. And then that's up there for you as well. And up next is Janet Lloyd. Janet, are you here? You're very, very welcome, Wendy. Janet. Ow! Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. I've got this little plastic box under my desk. And I just moved my foot really quickly and my ankles just shot off the corner of the plastic box. My eyes are watering. I'm so sorry. Oh, it teaches me for moving my foot quickly. Janet, hello. Janet, you have 4 openings altogether. What 4 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? It teaches me for putting something under the desk, to be honest. Oh. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 openings altogether. Picky pearls are still available. And the goodie bags are still available as well. Mystery oysters, Janet. Donation shells, perfect. Is there certain colours you're hoping for? So, number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so if I get this open for you. One, 2, 3, and 4. See what comes out, Janet. Okay, so let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. You have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. I can see straight away here we have a brighter watermelon colour. Let me have a squidge here for you. And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a watermelon. Moving on to oyster number 2. Again, this is your mystery oyster there. You have a lighter pop there. And in here you have a runaway watermelon. There's no more on that side. However, I can see here you are quadding. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You've got 4 pearls in that oyster there. There's no more in that one. I'm just going to pop these above the original, or the first watermelon, I should say. So you've got a watermelon, a bright pink, a slightly pinkle, and then a icy blue. So a pinkle is a mix between a pink and a purple. Just don't know why it's not focusing on it. Haha! Okay, so you've got your 2 watermelons at the top, then bright pink, pinkle, and icy blue. And then moving on to your next oyster, you have a light pop there. And in here, there's a little bit more flesh on this side, but we can see that there's no pearls there. And I can see, however, straight away, you've got a bright, bold TARDIS blue. If I just pop him out. And there's no more in that one. If I dry him up for you. And again, I'm going to pop him next to your watermelon in the sand there. Ooh. Oh, before the next live, I am going to move this camera and have it in a position where it focuses on the pearls straight away. I'm so sorry. So there is your TARDIS blue. Moving on to your last oyster. I'm not sure, Holly. Aaron gets them for me. I can find out names if you would like to know. So in your last oyster, Janet, my lovely. And in here, I can see that you are quadding for a second time. Oh wow, very, very similar colours to your first quad actually. Okay, so again, I'm actually going to pop these in the sand, sort of matching where we've got the first ones, shade-wise, so we can see. Oh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these up and pop them in the sand slightly more so they don't roll around. So let me just get these focused so you can see here. Oh, straight away, perfect. What do you think to these? So both sets of quads are so similar there. Watermelon, bright pink, pinkle and icy blue. In the centre you've got the watermelon and the TARDIS blue there as well. Now Janet, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. I'll need to know which colours you'd like where. If you prefer to take a screenshot and then email me that colour choice over, that's absolutely fine. Just please include the 5-digit order number when you do email. And of course, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So if I run these through the board for you, icy blue number 1's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Pinkle's not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Bright pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. And watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. That's your first set of quads. TARDIS blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Second set of quads, icy blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your pinkle's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And your watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5 as well. Can you email me your choice? Of course you can. What I'll do is I'll keep the pearls in their own bags so I don't mix up the quads or anything like that. And then when you email me, if you'd like to include colour swaps as well, that's absolutely fine. And like I say, just let me know which ones you would like where. Please include the 5-digit order invoice number that you'll find on your confirmation email. Please include that in with your order, so then I can get that booked in for you, okay? I'm just going to pop them on here. Janet, my lovely, I hope you're happy with that then. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. No, you're very welcome. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Up next then this evening is Lisa Henshaw. Lisa, are you here? Lisa, hello. Okay, so Lisa, you have... we'll do your 3 openings first, if that's okay. So you've got 3 openings altogether. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Loyalty card. Yep, that's perfect, which means you've got 4 openings altogether. So, what 4 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? We've got the goodie bags on at the moment. Christmas for 2 and mystery, and then third, 2 Christmas and mystery for the third, and you've got a 4th. Oh, a mystery. sorry, Lisa. I confused myself then. That wasn't you. I read it incorrectly. So 2 mystery, 2 Christmas, donating the shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let me just get these open for you. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So let's go down here. So, oyster number 1. You have a light pop there. So, oyster number 1, my lovely, there is your mother of pearl. And in here, so this is your Christmas oyster, I can see that you are quadding. I thought you are quadding, my lovely, with your Christmas oyster. There's no more in that one. So let me just dry this up for you. So you've actually got twinning 2-tonal icy blues and oh no, they're not twinning, sorry, I say twinning because there's 2 of them, but you've got 2 2-tonal icy blues which are visually different sizes, and you've got 2 snow white pearls as well. Moving on to oyster number 2, you have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And if I have a squidge in here, I can see straight away that you have lighter icy blues. And no way, you are quadding it again with the same colours there, my lovely. And there's no more in that one. So again, let me just dry these up for you. Thank you for the tea, Bab. And again, I'm just going to pop them in the sand. Now again, these are slightly different because you've got they're larger and they're brighter. And the whites are actually almost the same size, I think. So I'm just going to get this to focus again. So like I said, the blues are different. But if you see here, there you go, look at those. I could just see those as a pair of earrings with the whites at the top and the blues at the bottom. I am loving those on a pair of earrings. Moving on to your mystery oysters. So in here you have a lighter pop there. And there is your mother of pearl. So in here, I can actually see a peeper through the flesh again. And you are twinning with candy floss pinks there. And there's no more in that one. So I'll just dry these up for you. So here are your twinning candy floss pinks. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. You have a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And let's have a squidge in here. Oh, you have a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. Okay, So that looks like he's a darker gunmetal grey, possibly got a slight purple overtone to him here. Now, if I hold this up so you can have a closer look. Oh, let me move it this way. It seems to like it this way. What do you think to these? Now, Lisa, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you would like where. And again, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So that's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do, my lovely. If I run them through the board for you. Icy blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Icy blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Again, if you prefer to email me your colour choices, that's absolutely fine as well. Snow White number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Snow White number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Icy blue twin set, quad set 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Icy blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Snow White number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Snow White number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're the same size there. Pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the gunmetal purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. Okay, so if I just bring you back up here, you would like whites on the earrings, and which colour on the other item? I'm actually going to pop the same size whites in a bag, so those ones will go on the earrings, and then I can pop your other pearls in here. But which colour on the other item? If I was a Christmas planner, where would I be? I would be in my happy place, Sophie. I would have a look in my happy place. Or I'd look in my grumpy place, because it's something happy to make me from my grumpy place. Pink. Pink, perfect. I've got that down for you. Lisa, you also have a goodie bag. So you're the first goodie bag of the night. Did you hear that? Ready? Wait. I don't know if you can hear that. You just see me wiggle. Basically, I've put... Ready? Oh, without the scratching. Basically, I've tied bells onto my chair so it sounds like I'm a jingle. It's not working, but it makes me happy every time I move. I don't know if you can hear it. It makes me happy. So you've got red, blue and silver. You would like one of these ones. So we take the one that's at the very front there. Okay, and let's go down. So in here, you have a pair of earrings, my lovely. No, Kia, the bells are staying. The bell, Kia, we'll have such fun. Can you hear it? The bells are staying. So you've got 925 silver stud back earrings. If I turn these around here, have a look at these. Now, these are flower earrings, as you can see. I can't remember the name of these on the website. I do apologise. Your pearls are going to be set right in the centre there. And then you've got these looping flower petals which are encrusted with zircon crystals on there. So you're going to have 2 picky pearls with these for your pearls, which are then going to be set right in the centre. Lisa, I hope you're happy with those. So if I just bring you back up, the picky pearl bag is down here today. Oh, Laura, bless you. Thank you for the stars. So, no, I haven't put any on Kia's chair because she doesn't like the sound of bells. So I wouldn't put any on her chair, but I've put a whole line of them on my chair. Okay, so you've got 1, and 2. Okay, so let's go down so you can see. Now, Lisa, we'll need to then keep, I'll take you through, but if I just show you these to start with, these are your 2 sets. Okay. So, very similar sets actually. Your first one, you have a coral, a black and a purple. Ooh. We're going to stay in the sun today, I think. The board just doesn't want to play ball with me. So what we're going to do is your first 3, if I show you here, I'm so sorry. So the top row, coral, black and purple. I'll need to know which 2 of these you would like to keep. Okay, so coral, black or purple, and which 2 of these you would like to keep. I don't know why she doesn't like the sound of bells. Like if I just give it a little wiggle, where is it? So I've got the string coming round my here we go. Hang on. Oh, it's scratching my chair. I need to lift it up slightly. You'd like to keep the black and coral, perfect. And then line number 2, excuse me. And you can see that you've got purple, pink and coral. So you've got purple, pink and coral. Which 2 of those would you like to keep? Actually, the coral's slightly more watermelon. Let me move it this way so you can see. So if you can see, if I move them next to each other, if I just swap these 2 around for a moment, that this one's slightly more watermelon. So it's got slightly more pink in him compared to your first coral there. Which 2 of those would you like to keep? So corally, watermelon, pink and purple. Pink and watermelon. Okay, perfect. Now, Lisa, because you have got earrings, if you wanted to, I can swap one of these to match the other one, so you then have a matching pair for your earrings. Or if you're happy with any of this combination, I can put those on the jewellery as well. So just let me know what you think and which ones you would like on the jewellery. And then if I measure these for you, the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Your black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And your watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7 as well. There we go there. I do have another black, yes. Which colour would you like to swap out if we're going to be matching that black there? The pink. Perfect. Okay, so if I show you here, and I'll write down that you'd like the blacks on the earrings. Can you just confirm that you're happy with those two there? Your pearl is the pearl on this side. The one that I've added in is of course the one on this side. If you just confirm if you're happy with those there, and I'll write down that you'd like the blacks on the earrings. Yes, perfect. Okay, Lisa, then I'm glad you're happy with those, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next then this evening is Suzanne Whitsett. Suzanne, are you here? Suzanne, actually bear with me a moment. I'm just going to print these orders off so I can do an updated order list after your opening. So if you can just bear with me a moment while I just print this off. I can't see the comments, and then we can do your opening as well. Okay, so if you would like to order, there is still space available for today. So there's 3 people after Suzanne, so it won't be a long wait at all or anything like that. So Suzanne, hello. You've got 2 openings altogether. You would like mystery oysters, donate your shells. Sorry, I lost your comment then. So 2 mystery oysters, 1 and 2. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. So mystery oyster number 1, and you have a soft pop there. It is Kirsty, yes. So in here, there is your mother of pearl, and I can see straight away you are twinning, and you're twinning with light purple twins there. Just having a squidge in here for you, Suzanne, as well. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So you're twinning with light purple twins to start with. I need to put them more in the centre of the sand. It prefers the centre, I think. Oh, camera, please focus for me. Oh, there we go. So there is your light purple twins. Moving on to mystery oyster number 2. You have a light pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away in here that we have 3 pearls right on the edge there. All different colours, but very, very similar. Oh, I think, is that one? It is. You are quadding. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so let me just dry these up for you. And there they are in the sun as well. So you've got light pink, candy floss pink, watermelon and a apple green. And then of course you've got those 2 light purples as well. So if you're happy with these, Suzanne, that's perfect. And I'll need to know which colours you would like where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. Okay, so twinning light purples, light pink, brighter pink, watermelon and apple green. If I pop them on the board for you, purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Apple green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Bright pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And light pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The bags are called goodie bags on the website. And can you email me your choice? Of course you can. So when you email me, if you include your 5-digit order invoice number, and then of course which colours you would like where, and then I can get that all booked in for you, okay? That's all safe on there for you. And then up there as well. I'm pretty sure I did put the hot air balloon on the website because I uploaded, I put over 30 new items on the website. I can't help, I've just had a quick look, let me just type in hot. No, okay, it hasn't come up there, so I'll have to double check tomorrow to see if it is, but I'm pretty sure I did, unless it's been sold out already, but I'll have a check for you tomorrow, Kirsty. What was the other jewellery? As I wanted white on earrings and had a goodie bag, which I chose black for. She tell us the other jewellery. It was a fitting. So you had the oyster opening with a fitting. So the pink was going on the fitting, Lisa. I hope that's okay. If you'd like to change your mind, you can do so. But it was the fitting on the pearl. Thank you, Jennifer. This board will be transformed more and brought forward. But for now, that board's been my labour of love for today. Adria, the answer is I don't know, so I would say no, because I don't know. I obviously do recommend to, if you definitely, if you want to, gloves, wash everything down, everything, especially if you haven't done it before, because obviously they do have preserving liquid in there. And anyone could be allergic to anything anyway. Our bodies react slightly different when pregnant. So I would normally say no, just because of that. Does that make sense? Jewellery box is not on the website yet, Kathy. It will be on the website. I know I've said I'm going to try and get it done, but it will get done this end of the week. But it will be on the website this week, okay. Just, yeah, Adria, definitely, I mean, if you're going to go ahead, definitely wear gloves, and obviously clean everything down. I know everybody would anyway, clean everything down anyway. But yeah, just to be on the safe side, my lovely. Right, so if I do an updated order list, let me just double check before I do so I don't miss out anybody, just in case anything's come through. And let me just double check the supporters Black Friday section. Okay, no, that's perfect. I've printed off everything. So if I do a verbal updated order list and then we can carry on. Oh, definitely, Adria. So up next is Sandy Woodhouse and then Natalie West and Rebecca Dunn. Okay, so Sandy Woodhouse, are you here? Sorry, tea's good. Oh, bless you, Lisa. Well, thank you for joining us today. Have you put all your yellows together, Bronnie? I'd like to see that as well, actually. Sorry, I've got itchy eyebrow. Sandy, hello. I'll look at that in a moment. So, Sandy, you have 3 oysters altogether and a 4 pearl oyster as well. So while I grab your 4 pearl oyster, what 3 other oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So the 4 pearl oyster is in this bag here. I've just got them next to me down there because then that way I don't have a lot of room on the desk with the goodie bags here. So 4 pearl oyster, 3 other oysters, I believe. Yep. What other 3 oysters would you like? And then would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, I love them, Bronnie. Can you have all natural and to donate? Of course you can. So the natural ones again are just down here. Yeah, I've got them written on the bag, so just do double check. So 3 natural, donate the shells, and then you've got your quadding oyster as well. Now, are there certain colours, 1, 2, 3, that you're hoping for? Let me just get these open for you. 1, good evening, welcome to everybody joining. 2, and 3. Okay, so let's go down. We'll start with your normal oysters and then we'll do your quadding oyster last. So, I may have spelt it wrong, Shan. I may have spelt it with a Y instead of an IE. Spelling is not my strong point. If you can't find it from the search bar, it will be in the fun section on the website. So, Sandy, normal oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. So in here, hoping for any colours, hopefully matchy colours for the earrings. Oh wow, okay, so hopefully we'll find what you're hoping for. Oyster number 1, you have a lighter bridal white there. No more in that one. So I'm just going to dry him up for you, and then if I hold him up so you can see. So here is your bridal white to start with. Moving on to natural oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning. Now you're twinning with 2 different coloured pearls there. And there's no more in that one. So twinning with 2 different coloured pearls. So you've got a pink. Now they are, of course, they're natural colours. One's a pink, one's a rose gold. Or I'd say it's a pinky rose gold, but you can definitely see the difference between the 2. Oh, it focused beautifully a second ago, didn't it? Let me try again. So it was here, I came up and I went like this. Oh, camera. Look at that. I really want to show them off. They are lovely. Okay, right, let me just try. I'm so sorry, Sandy. Story of the Night's Day. There we go. There we go. But look at those. So it's a pinky rose gold and then a rose gold twin. So they are different colours, but they are beautiful. Really deep colours for a natural oyster as well. Now this one here, he has been trodden on by Mr. Lobster, because you can see that he does have a little split in him. So this shell may fall apart. Yep, he's falling apart as I open him up. Oh, yep, it's completely sort of coming to there. Now, oh, there goes your pearl. There is no more in that one there. The shell's completely fallen apart there. I do apologise. But you have a lighter rose gold. So you've got 4 different colours from those natural oysters. So here is your lighter rose gold. I've just popped it at the top above the bridal white there. Oh, now they've all fallen. Right, let's do this again. Stay, please, thank you. Haha, there we go. So you've got the dark rose gold, pinky rose gold, bridal white, and it almost looks like it's like a creamy rose gold, that one. And then moving on to your quadding oyster. Okay, so in here, there's one side and the other side. Oh, look at that colour combination for a quadding oyster. I love that. Okay, so there's no more in that one there. Now, Sandy, let me just dry these up, and again, I'll hold them up so you can have a closer look. That's quite unusual. Well, no, it doesn't say it's unusual, but I haven't seen a colour combination like this one before. Okay, so you look like you've got a black, a pastel yellow, a lemon yellow, and then a 2-tonal watermelon. Oh, it's done it. So the second row you can see is from your quadding oyster. Black, pastel yellow, lemon yellow, and 2-tonal watermelon. And of course your top row is that light creamy rose gold, bridal white, pinky rose gold, and then that dark deep rose gold as well. Now, Sandy, if you're happy with these, again, just let me know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, or if you prefer to swap any, we can do that for you. So just let me know what you would like to do. So, it's turning into let me measure these for you. So the twinning rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And his twin, which is the pink, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5 as well. So they're the same size there. The bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And that rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Your 2-tonal watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Pastel yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's not a 7. He's a 7.5. And then the black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Okay, so what do you think? And again, if you would prefer to have some time to think, you can take a screenshot of these and then you can email me your colour choice across if you would prefer to. Not a problem. Which rose gold would you like to match? The single rose gold or the rose gold that came from the twinning oyster? The twinning one. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap that off of the live, and that's just because I don't know if you were here the other day, but I have a lot of rose golds. So because of that, there's definitely going to be a swap. It's definitely not going to be a wait, but I'd prefer to have a look through and take my time to match that up for you if that's okay. So if you're happy for me to do it off the live, I'll make a note here to swap the lemon yellow out to match that rose gold, but it just won't be done right now. Would that be okay with you? I'm just writing down that you'd like the rose golds on the jewellery, and then we're going to swap lemon yellow to match rose gold twin. Would that be okay with you? That's absolutely fine. You'd love them for Christmas for her. That's absolutely perfect. We've posted our Christmas dates on the page, so you'll get these in time for Christmas, definitely. But yeah, if anybody else watching, our Christmas dates are on the Pearls of Brecon page where we're live from now, and it's the pinned post at the top of the page, and the dates that are there are the opening dates. So it's not the date you need to order by, it's the date that you need to have your opening by. So obviously then we can process the order through and get it shipped to you in time. Sandy, however, I've got that down for you. Like I said, there's definitely no weight on that rose gold. It's just so I can get that sort of colour matched perfectly. I've actually popped them, I don't know if you can see, in their own bag, so they definitely can't get them mixed up either. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. With the simple studs, you get 2 oysters for your pearls. If they're ready-made earrings on the website, then no. So have a look in the description of the item and it will tell you how many oysters it comes with. Sandy, you're very, very welcome. Up next this evening is Natalie West. Natalie West, are you here? She will love them. I hope she does. Natalie, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Natalie, you have got 2 goodie bags here. So I'll need to know which 2 bags colours you would like. There's red, blue and silver. Now you can have 2 of the same colour or you can have 2 different colours. That's going to be up to you. But I'll need to know which 2 bags you would like. Red, blue or silver. We'll be taking the one that's right at the front. Red and silver. Okay, so red one from the front and silver one from the front. Okay, so if I just pop those back And let's go down. So this is your silver bag, Natalie. Okay, so in here you have a bangle bracelet. So what this is it is 95 silver, slightly flexible, so obviously you can pop it on, and cage pendants can fit onto this bracelet. Also, our hoop fitting charms can. And all that happens is that, as you can see here, you unscrew this ball that's on the end, then you slide on a cage or a hoop fitting, and then or a charm, and then you just make sure that the ball on the end is done all the way back up. Sorry, I've got gloves on, so it's slightly harder. There we go. And then they dangle at the bottom. Now this one actually comes with one opening,